Hello. Hi, everybody. Can everybody hear me and see me? Let me know in the chat. Looks like yes. Excellent. Good morning. Apologies for the brief delay. Zoom on one of my accounts decided to update overnight. And, obviously in the middle of the conference, that's the best time for Zoom to do that. But we're in business now. Room B is okay, which is the account that updated. But welcome. Welcome to the final day of the conference. I'm super excited to welcome Yelena Petkov, who is back here for the third year in a row. Good reason.
Thank you.
Really, really good at Instagram. And her niche is exam prep, specifically Cambridge exams. But what she's really good at talking about is not just teaching that exam, but also marketing her exam classes on the Instagram platform specifically. So Yelena, super excited to have you back, and I'm looking forward to your talk.
I'm super excited as well.
Awesome.
Yes, I am. And thank you for your invitation. I always love to be here. Yeah, I love your conferences.
Thank you. That's really nice to hear. All right, well, I'm going to let you go ahead and take it away.
Okay, thank you. So, welcome everyone. Let me just check the chat box. Okay, yes, from Argentina. Hi. So, South Africa, amazing. Hi everyone. Okay, my name is Jelena. I come from Serbia. So this is my third year in a row, yes, at Shannon's conference, which I love. So many amazing speakers, so many amazing sessions, and so many things to learn. Now, okay, so first I'm just going to try and I'm going to share my presentation. Here it is. Okay, let me just do something. Okay. Like this. Yeah, I'm gonna do it like this. So in this way, I can't see the chat box. Let me try to, okay. Hi from Italy. Hi, Argentina, Boston. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna leave the chat box here on the side. You can see my presentation. I hope you can. Yes. And can someone just type if you can see my presentation, just in case. So yeah, okay. Thank you. Amazing. Okay, so yes. My name is Jelena. I come from Serbia, a small country in Southeast Europe. Okay, so for anyone who has no idea where it is, it's a small country. And I've been an English teacher for many, many years. So I've been counting today and doing some maths. And it turns out that I finished my university studies. So I studied English language and literature. I wanted to be an English language teacher, like forever. And I finished my university studies in 2008. And then in 2014, I finished CELTA course. So Cambridge English course for teachers of English. And then 6 years after that, so I started my Instagram page. So every 6 years, something important happens, some milestone. But actually, every 6 years. So I'm really moving at a snail's pace, and it hasn't happened fast at all. And so I was. Okay, so I've been an English teacher ever since I finished university in 2008. Even I started teaching in 2007. But I have I started running my own English language school 3 years ago. So I used to work as an English teacher in a private language school and I worked there for 13 years. It was a good job. The money was okay, nothing special, but it was good, you know, for a language teacher, it was okay. But I just started to feel, I don't know, restless and listless and bored somehow, because, you know, it was just the same thing over and over again. Of course, students were changing, some things were changing, but you basically feel like a little hamster, you know, in a wheel, and you want to do something different. And I always like wanted to do something different, something bigger, I don't know, to do what I wanted to do, you know. And at that school I could do what I wanted to do, but again, I was like working for someone else, like it's a totally different thing. And then well, it happened exactly 4 years ago, almost 4 years ago, when I accidentally started this Instagram page, English with Ellen, or it's here, CambridgeEnglish.Ellen, and everything changed. So Instagram has really been important in my life and in my teaching career. So when I started this page, things changed. It was totally accidental. I will tell you about that. And I didn't have any agenda. It all happened spontaneously, and I don't know, I just went with the flow. I'm still going with the flow, I think. And, you know, I see it as a game, and I really like to see things as a game, because it relieves us from all that pressure. And eventually, you know, if it turns out okay, it's great. If it doesn't, then, you know, you at least you have the experience, and you're smarter and wiser, and you're gonna do it better next time. So if you look at it like that, you know, it's much easier. Okay, so yeah, so now I work in person, so here in my classroom, and I also work online, and I work online more and more each year. So yeah, that's something about me. And now today I'm going to talk about Instagram, how to build a brand, because it's not just building a brand on Instagram, it's building a brand anyway. And getting noticed. Okay, now moving on. Here are some social media statistics. So this is the year we are in now, 2024. And here, when you look at it like that, 5.17 billion social media users are on the planet at this very moment. Now, it's 63.7% of the global population. So 63%, more than 63% of people are using their smartphones or their computers to be on social media, and to, I don't know, get entertained there, or to find some information, or to even find a teacher, an English language teacher. So it's amazing that, you know, just, you know, when you grab your phone, you have an amazing number of people that you can reach there potentially. Now, in the past 12 months, the number of social media users has increased by this huge number, 282 million. So in just 1 year, typical social media user interacts with 6.7 social media platforms, so 6 or 7 in general. And average user spends 2 hours and 20 minutes daily on different social media apps. So that means if you're on a social media such as Instagram, Facebook, something, LinkedIn, you can actually easily, you know, you have so many people just at the tip of your fingers, 1 click away. It's incredible. Okay, now what are the most popular social media platforms today? Facebook is still the leader then we have YouTube, and then Instagram. So it's in the third position, then WhatsApp, TikTok, WeChat, and so on. So Facebook is like, it doesn't really matter which platform you choose, because whichever you choose, there are so many people using it, like it's still, there's no way you can cater for 3,000 million people. But whichever you choose, it's good. It just depends on who you want to serve, who your ideal students are. If you want to work with children, it's logical, that you should choose TikTok, because children are usually on TikTok, not on Facebook. If you are aiming at adults, maybe then you should use Facebook or Instagram. Or if you want to either, if you have a business English course, then maybe LinkedIn is a good idea. So it really depends on your ideal student who you want to attract. And we are going to talk about ideal students more. So in my case, it was totally accidental that I chose Instagram. Like, I started the page for my own 15 students who I just like, I remember how I started it. A student asked me if I have an Instagram page, a student who was then 12. And I said, yeah, I do have an Instagram page, like some page I don't even use anymore. And she said, what is it, a page for like teaching English? And I was like, what? Let me check if those things really exist. And then I noticed that there are some Instagram profiles on Instagram that like promote lessons, and where teachers promote their services. And I was like, oh my God, this really exists. And then I thought about creating a page. I don't know why it was exciting and interesting to me. I have no idea. I didn't even know that, you can earn money that way 4 years ago. But I started the page for, I don't know, 10, 15 of my own students who I was getting ready for the B2 and the C1 exam. And that's how I actually chose my niche, again, accidentally. So I started this for them who were getting ready for the exam. And I just wanted them to, I wanted them to practice a bit more. So I was uploading some things about essays and how to write things, or how to speak in the speaking part of the test and things like that. So I just thought that it would be interesting to them, so that they can learn, because they were all on their phones. And I was like, okay, if you're on your phone, you're gonna see this post. So yeah, I just did it for them. And then little by little, some people joined my page, and all of a sudden I had 100 people, and I was like, 100 people, oh my God. And then suddenly someone asked for lessons. And that wasn't someone from my country, but that was a girl, a young woman from Brazil who lives in Ireland. And she wanted to pass the C1 exam, and she wanted help. And I have no idea how she found me, but she found me and asked me for lessons, not anyone else. For some reason, she liked me. And she I guess thought that I knew what I was talking about. So she wanted me to help her, and I did. So Elines was my first student, and I remember how excited I was before our first lesson. And then I thought, oh my God, I can find students this way. Not just students from my own city, but people from all around the world. And yeah, so that's how I started thinking in this entrepreneurial way, like, how can I make more people see my page and what I do, and ask for lessons and things like that. And then soon afterwards, just a couple of months later, I designed and launched my first course, first an ebook, then a little course, a 6-week course. And it was cheap, but I just I had no idea like it would be interesting to people. So I just tested it like you know, like that pilot course. And it turned out that it was helpful, that people liked it, that they bought it, and then it all started little by little. Um, and it's just incredible, you know, when I think about this journey. But you know, if you have a plan, that's even better. I started with no plan, but if you have a plan, if you have a strategy, then you can go much faster. Okay, so is only one social media okay, a social media platform, like what is it, right? So is only one social media platform enough? So is Instagram enough? Um, well, I don't suggest you have only one platform. We don't own them. You have no idea, you know, when some, you know, person in charge of these platforms will maybe change something or turn it down for a month or I don't know what. Uh, so it is, in my opinion, it is a bit risky. So I have some other platforms. I'm on some other platforms as well. I have a little YouTube channel with just a few videos. I have again, I have a podcast as well with just a few episodes, but I'm planning to be more active there. Since recently I have a web page, and I finally realized the importance of a web page. And yeah, I have also a Facebook page, which is connected to this Instagram page. So like whatever I post on Instagram, it goes on Facebook. And there is something else that's very important, and it's very important to have more than one place where people can find you. And I'm going to leave that important thing for the end of the talk. So just bear with me. Okay, moving on. Instagram. So let's talk about Instagram now. It is used by 24.69% of the world's population. Okay. Then the majority of Instagram users worldwide are between 18 and 34 years old. So this is my target group. Okay, so people who are university students, young adults. 50% of consumers use it to find new companies, goods, or services. Okay. And brands post 1.6 times a day on average. Okay, that's also something interesting. Now, it's more than these eye-catching numbers. These people, 24% of the world's population, so they are your potential, not all of them, of course, but some of them are your potential clients, your potential customers, students. Like I keep saying clients and customers and students. Now, who chooses Instagram to advertise their services? It says here that 50% of consumers use Instagram to find new companies or goods or services. So who are these people? Well, influencers, of course, coaches, all kinds of coaches. We are some sort of coaches as well, language coaches and teachers, and yeah, product-based businesses as well. And why do they use Instagram? To raise brand awareness, and that's why we should use it as well, to connect with potential customers, and to engage with the audience. The three very important reasons why we need a social media platform. Now, I said the topic of this talk is how to build a brand. So what is brand? Jerry McLaughlin, I think that's how you say his name. He is, he has a company on branding, and this is how he defines a brand. And he said that your brand is what your prospect thinks of. So just thinks of when he or she hears your brand name. It's everything the public thinks it knows about your name brand offering. Both factual, for example, your product comes in a Robin's egg blue box, and emotional, like, oh, it's romantic. Your brand name exists objectively. People can see it. It's fixed. But your brand exists only in someone's mind. So my brand name, English with Ellen, it exists only objectively. It exists objectively, yes, people can see it, but everything else around my brand or your brand, everything about us, our services, things we talk about, it exists only in someone's mind. Okay, so that's an interesting thing about brands. Now, your brand is actually you. So if you want to define your brand and think of how others would like to see your brand, you should ask yourself these questions. What do you do? Okay, what exactly do you do? And how exactly do you serve your students? And how do you help your students overcome their challenges? Very important. And why is that important? Why is your work important? So all of these questions are so much connected to your brand. And what makes you you? So your brand is you, and what makes you you? The unique you. Everything, your whole life, your life experience. Because as a teacher, you're just a brand, you as a person. So your life experience, your education, your core life values, and your worldview, your energy, that's so important. Some people love people who are extroverted, and some people like people who are introverted, and they're more attracted to you or I or anyone. We are attracted to some sort of people and their energy. The way you laugh is, it makes you and your brand, your tone of voice, the words you choose when you write, when you speak, your uniqueness and your authentic self. So this whole thing, it's what makes you you, and that's your brand. So it seems easy. It really actually is if you look at it like that. Okay, the more you think about it and make it complicated, it gets worse. Who are your people? That is so important, and that's true. The people you want to serve have that correlation to the social media platform you want to choose. So who are your people? First, you need to know who your people are, who your students are, and then comes the offer. So who are the people you want to help? Where are they? So I already talked about that. Are they kids? They are on TikTok, if you're talking about online world. Are they, I don't know, mothers of your young children? So they're probably on Instagram or on Facebook. And what is the least number of people you need to attract to build a sustainable teaching business? Now, this is the question I really like, and I like to write down that number. The least number of people you need to attract and to teach to build a sustainable teaching business. You can, think of the amount of money you want to make on a monthly basis or in a year, in a school year, and then think about how many students and how many groups you need to get to your salary that you want to achieve. So that is something you can think of, and then you can think about the pricing as well. So you can have a lower price with and a lot of groups of students, or groups of students, groups of, let's say, 10 students, or you can have groups of three students per group with a higher price of your services. And why will these people be delighted to hear from you? So we are actually talking about a perfect avatar. These are the questions we must ask ourselves, because without these questions, without these answers, it's really hard to create content. And we are going to talk about content. So your niche, so these people, this group of people you want to teach, they are your niche. So it's a specialized market within a broader market. When it comes to small businesses, this means finding this is an ideal thing to find an underserved or unserved group of consumers and cater specifically to them. Okay. So what do your potential students need that they're not getting from the competition? That's the question. Maybe, so I'm teaching for exams. There are so many teachers who teach for exams. So what are my potential students not getting from the competition? So I need to think about that. Or it could be just, you know, the combination of everything you offer and your own way of teaching, your own energy, the way you present things, the way you speak. Maybe they just like that. So that they're not getting that from the competition because no one can be you. So that's why there's no competition actually. So yes, or maybe if you're very, very, you know, imaginative and inventive and you're a little genius, you can find some underserved and or unserved group of consumers and cater for them. That would be amazing to find that niche. So your niche, you have your skills and experience. Then we need the needs of your target market, and that makes a unique niche that no one else is offering. Okay. The important thing is that you should make sure there's a market for what you want to sell. So first we need to think about the people. It won't do you any good if there are no consumers interested in buying what you have to offer. That would be a shame. Yeah. So as I've mentioned a couple of times, first we think about the people we want to teach. Can a niche be too small? My niche at the moment is C1 level students who are getting ready who want to get ready for the C1 Cambridge English C1 exam. So that's a pretty narrow niche. Can it be too small? Now there's this business coach, Eleanor Beaton. I really like her ideas about marketing and, you know, things she talks, the things, yeah, she talks about business and she knows what she's doing. So when you look at her Instagram page, she has like 11,000 followers, which is not a lot for someone like her who is an established business coach. She's from Canada, I think, and she earns, I don't know, I mean, she earns a lot of money, and she has a very successful business. So the number of followers on Facebook doesn't have to do anything with, you know, how successful you actually are and how much money you earn. So someone with 1 million followers doesn't have to mean that they are earning more than you. For example, you who have 1,000. So Eleanor says, the more you niche down and focus on a small subsection of your market, the easier it becomes to dominate the top spot. Okay, it's easier to dominate the top spot. That's dominating the top spot. That's what I like. And then when you dominate this little niche, then it's easier to spread later. you know, so it's better to start with something with a narrow niche and then to spread, than the other way around. Okay. We should try and strive to be number one in a small niche. We do that by refining our offer over and over again. So, you know, I want to tell you something. So, a lot of people create something, create a course or something like that. And then they think the moment they launch it, a lot of people will come and want to buy it and be excited about it. But then it doesn't happen like that. Usually it doesn't happen like that. And that's a very hard moment for creators. And then you try for a while, but then nothing happens still. Maybe a person buys, or two people buy the course or the product or something, or some service that you're offering, and you decide to quit. And a lot of people quit too early. And that is something I really hope you won't do, because you know, analyze the results, see what went wrong. Maybe you didn't offer your offer for too long, maybe not enough, because you think that you might be annoying, you know, with advertising your new course, and that you shouldn't do it every day because, you know, people will find you boring and stop following you. But the thing is that a lot of people have no idea that you even have an offer. So people are so distracted. There are so many things around us, and so we just need to to do this, you know, for months, like, I don't know, 3-4 months before we decide maybe to stop it because no one signed up. And if one person in those 3 months, if one person signed up for your course or bought your ebook or something, it means that you will definitely get 2 people to buy it. And if you get 2 people to buy it, then you will get 4 people to buy it, and so on. So if you can sell something one time, you can sell it 100 times, trust me. So refining and try to make it better and better and better. So we are teachers. We are not used to selling things. We are not salespeople, but we need to learn how to do these things. And that is, you know, another challenge for us. Another, you know, like level of the game. But yeah, this is something we definitely need to learn how to do. But we can definitely refine our offer. That's what we can do, and build the expertise. And think about these 2 questions while you are refining your offer and you know, doing the thing. So why should your students choose you over everyone else? How is your offer different from everyone else's? Okay, so that's something to always ask yourself, and to try to, you know, offer something a little bit different, something more interesting. Okay, good. Now, moving on to your offer. Now, we can offer group courses, we can offer ebooks, one-on-one lessons, workshops, a membership program. For example, at the moment, I offer group courses. The C1, my C1 master course. An ebook was my first product ever. Of course, I offer one-on-one lessons. Workshops, I used to do that as well. And the membership program is something interesting, and I want to try that too. So I told you it's like a game. You can try different things and see if they work out. Ebooks didn't work out in my case. I sold, okay. I sold I don't know, around 10 to 15 copies of my ebooks, but you know, it's also my fault because I stopped advertising them. So how am I supposed to sell them if I stopped advertising them? You have to make those offers, as I told you. But okay, yeah, I'm focusing on my group course at the moment. So you can try all these things and see what works best. But okay, I told you you have to be you have to stick to something for a while in order to see if it really has potential. There's this man, Alex Hormozy. He lives in the USA, and he wrote this book, 100 Million Offers. This is his first book, and he has another book, 100 Million Leads, and they're both incredible. And once I read this book, everything changed. So I really recommend you read Alex's books. I think this book, when you purchase it online, it's like $1, something like that. It's crazy. Like he's offering them basically for free. He says, make your offer so good, people feel stupid saying no. Now, Alex is a business coach like Eleanor Beaton, but he's at a crazy high level. You'll see if you check out his work. But the things he's saying, you can relate to them. You know, even as a small business, you can still relate to what he's saying. And what he said here is so good, so simple and so good. So make your offer incredible so that, you know, when someone sees what you're offering, they're like, okay, I have to buy this. I have to have it. Okay, now your offer. We should figure out the best narrow problem to solve and give a solution for free. So first, think about one little thing that this is also what Alex says. Think of one little problem you can solve for free and make it insanely good, just like your paid offer. Don't think that your paid offer has to be better than this. It should be really good. Even this free thing should be better than your pay, even better than your paid offer. So you should give it for free. So think about, you know, those little samples of cosmetics and things like that. I think they are better than the real thing. And then you should fulfill your promise. So whether you're offering this for solution for free, or if you're saying, okay, I'm going to teach you something and it's going to help you, whether it's a paid offer, fulfill your promise. So make sure this really is a good thing that you're offering. And while you are delivering, you know, your service, also make sure you over deliver. So give people more than they paid for, and then they will come for more. What about competition? I already said this. There is no competition because no one can be you. And you are, yes, in the category of one. Remember that. So choose your small niche, help them more than anyone else can help them, at least try, and you're going to get better and better at that. And remember that there are no overnight successes. This is a marathon. And whoever tells you you can do it, you can, I don't know, do whatever in a month. I don't believe those things. So the key things with Instagram, with your business, they are discipline, consistency, and courage. Okay, so be brave to do all these things you will have to do. And you will need to, it says here, think outside the box and step out of your comfort zone a lot of times. And the more you go further in this game, you know, you will you will have to you know to get how can I say to break the walls of that comfort zone over and over again. And when it comes to Instagram, discipline and consistency means that you should create content regularly. I used to create content and post things every single day for like almost 3 years. Yeah, for every single day for 3 years. And then the previous year, I started posting a couple of times a week, 2, 3 times a week, which I also think is okay because I have these other channels as well. So it depends, like even once a week is okay, but if you're selling something, if you want to, if you want to offer your services and get those students now, you have to be there consistent, like every day. Every day, you want people to see you. And if you post something every day, it doesn't mean that if you have, I don't know, 1,000 people on your list or 50 people on your list, it doesn't mean that all of them will see, what you posted. Maybe no one will see what you posted because there's so much going on online. Okay, now Instagram content. So what should be posted? If you want to attract followers, just to have that big number, at the top of your page, talk to everyone, try to help everyone, and, entertain, be an entertainer. But then you're just gonna get followers and people who will like, your video or reel or whatever. If you want to, reach students, think about your avatar, your niche, one person, your ideal student you want to attract. This ideal student doesn't have to be everyone's ideal student. So, for example, a person who wants to take this C1 exam is my ideal student, but perhaps it's not yours, the ideal student. And show that person you get him. You understand what he needs or she, and help them solve this problem for free. So help them solve one problem for free, but help them solve the problem so well that they think, okay, I need more. How do I pay you? How do I work with you again? Okay, so whatever piece of content you are creating, you should think about these questions. Try not to create that general content which attracts people, because you're going to attract students who are not your ideal students, and you don't have it. It doesn't lead anywhere. You just get like not nervous, not stressed out, but like you don't see the point later on. Maybe you have a bigger number of people, but it doesn't do anything. So think about these questions, like, why am I here? Why am I creating this? Why am I doing this? Who am I doing this for? And what is my mission? What do I want to achieve with this piece of content? Because every single post that you create has to be useful to your ideal student. You should be open and honest, say the things as they are, tell the truth. Talk to your ideal student only, and every piece of content you upload should move you closer to your students. And remember that your content sells. So you should sell with every piece of content. Like it doesn't have to mean that you're saying buy this, but if you make something great, you're going to attract your student with that. And sell it, sell your service in that way. Okay, just a second, my notes. Good. Now, Instagram content. So I have another quote by Eleanor Beaton, the business coach. And this is what she says. I love this, what she said. So this is what your potential student is saying to you. I don't care about your webinar, your article, or your free PDF. I want you to show me I'm not alone. I want you to teach me something valuable. I want you to make me laugh and share a higher role with you. I want to know you're trustworthy and passionate, that you're in it for more than the money. And now create content that does these things. And I will register for your webinar. I will download your PDF and I will tell my friends about you. But you will have to earn my engagement first. Okay, so I think this answers a lot of questions. Okay, now you have your content. Now, what about marketing on Instagram? Okay, so there are different ways you can market your services and your page. The first one is, it's not here in on the list, but the first one is organic marketing. What is organic marketing? Is like, it is me sharing something that you posted to my friend, and my friend sees it, and my friend follows you, and then my friends I don't know, checks out what you do and then asks, for example, for your lessons or something, for some information. So that's organic, like people talking to each other and spreading information. We have sponsored posts, which are those paid ads. I do these from time to time, and they don't have to be expensive. So check these out. So it really helps you. It's just important that you sponsor the right post, so that you don't attract students who are not your ideal students, ideal for your offer. Collaborations, so you can work with other teachers or other businesses, and you can talk about their work, they can talk about your work, and so you like collaborate, and you know, you like people can some you know, some other people can see who you are, and you might be interesting to them. Influencer marketing, this is basically when you pay an influencer to market your services. This is usually pretty expensive. And reaching out to people one-on-one. Okay, so you know what's a great thing? When someone follows you, you can send them a short DM just to welcome them, to say, hey, how are you doing? Welcome to my page. This is what I do. Like, would you like, do you need any, like, do you have any questions or something, any suggestions for my content or whatever? It's just important to, you know, make that connection. Okay, now your content equals your marketing. So you sell with your content. That's the thing. You should show up regularly and do your thing, do what you do, post what you like to post, what you think is important. Tell people you're a teacher. So make sure that everyone understands what you're doing, and make offers to help them. So this action of making offers is the key thing. Don't be shy. So feel free to say, okay, so I'm selling this course and it costs this amount of money, and, you know, make it transparent and help people trust you. Most people, as I said, most people have no idea that you're even offering something. So just, you know, make those offers over and over again. When you're doing it, you know, on Instagram, and, you know, do it for a longer period of time, as I said. So then, yeah, about your right students, right and wrong students, you know, like quote unquote right students and wrong students, because my right students might not be your right students. And what is worse than not attracting enough students with your content is attracting the wrong students, people who will divert time and energy away from your ability to delight your best students. Your content has one job to do for your wrong students, and that is to make them seek an alternative to go to someone else. Because, you know, when you work with the people that you like to work with, everything is so much easier. You know, when you find, like now I have some students who I love working with, and like every lesson is so much fun, and I love the way that they are making progress, and it's just so exciting for me. And you know, like getting those right people around you is the best thing. Content equals sales. And helping people without any attachment is the best sales strategy. So offering people something for free is the first step towards them wanting to pay you to get something more. So offering free ebooks and PDFs, free consults, that's a great thing. Like you can offer free 20-minute consults and help people ask their questions, answer their questions, help them, you know, see how they could improve in a better way, or, you know, just help them with their English learning in some way. That can be really, really a really good strategy, you know, like for the future. And yeah, you can also offer some free lessons. So the first lesson could be free, for example, and then if they like it, they can ask for more. Sales equals action. Okay, so we should stand in our students' shoes and understand what they really want. And don't just tell your students you can help them. Just like, you know, you can keep saying, oh, I can help you, you know, like give me your money, I can help you. But helping them actually before they pay you, helping them get the results they want before they pay you is the best sales strategy you can ever get. You help them, and even if they don't ask for more, it's okay. Maybe they will, you know, tell their friend, and their friend will become your student. So it's always a good thing. And you get more experience, and you know how to do these things better next time. And, you know, be the person who helps people move up tiers. That's important because they will come again. Now, the famous Dale Carnegie, once a long time, he said that the world is full of people who are grabbing and self-seeking. And so the rare individual who unselfishly tries to serve others has an enormous advantage. He has little competition. Okay, so we should be unselfish, serve others, and yeah, we will have no competition. And I totally, this is like 100% my mission as well. Okay, yes. Now something crucial about Instagram and social media in general. This is maybe the most important thing. Never ever build your business only on social media. Never. You don't own social media. You never know what might happen. You might, let's say, collect thousands of people on your page, your followers, and then, you know, in the blink of an eye, something can happen. Your page can disappear, or who knows what. Someone there might be some bug or something, and you know, all those people can just vanish. So what you should do is, okay, just a second. Now, this is what social media is. So the be all and end all of social media is to help your people find you and then gently steer them in your direction. Now, how do you gently steer your people in your direction? You, as I've said so many times, so people come to your page, and then in your DM or in your stories or in your posts, you welcome them in a way, and you offer something to them, something for free that will help them. So you're not tricking anyone, you're like giving people something valuable. If they want to take it, they can take it, but they need to give you something in return. And that's their, that's the most important thing they can give you. That's their email address. So that is why there is this little thing here on every single slide. And this is my website. It's just actually just one page, but all the links are there. So since recently, I've had this web page, and it's a shame I haven't had it earlier. I think a web page or a website is really important. And, social media is there to help people find you, but then you should, as I said, steer them in your direction, like that little paper plane. And you should, give them something in return. They give you their email address, and then when you have their email address, social media can disappear. You don't care. Your people are still there. You still have their contacts, and you can contact them. You can send them newsletters. You can tell them about your next offer. If they don't like that, they can unsubscribe, but it's important that you collect your people's email addresses. It's like collecting their telephone numbers. It's really important. So this is my email address. This is my web page, and you can find all sorts of free goodies and free links, and my YouTube channel there, and my podcast. So just have a little page and make sure that people. It doesn't even have to be a page. I didn't used to have a page like a month, like 2 weeks ago. I didn't have a page, but there were these links that you can also post on Instagram on your profile page. And it's important that people can go there and take something and give you their email address. So basically that's 1 hour and I have finished. It's important that whatever you do, you make it fun for yourself, and then your students will have fun with you. And it's all about, the world is hard as it is, and learning English doesn't have to be the hardest thing in the world. It is hard, but we can make it fun, and everything is better if it's interesting, and when we are laughing and we are having a good time. So that was my presentation. I hope it was useful. Now, if you have any questions, please put them in the chat. Okay. Okay, just a second. So I'm looking at your questions. How did you decide on English with Ellen, and how do you navigate the difference in social media handle versus legal name? That's such a good question. My name is Jelena, and the middle part of my name is like Ellen, and for some reason I didn't want to be English with Jelena. I don't know. I just wanted it to sound English. So it was either English with Jessie, because my dad calls me Jessie, or it was English with Ellen. And I just liked how it sounded. Like I have no idea, trust me, because I did it 4 years ago and it was just for fun and it stayed that way. And, and how do I navigate the difference? When I always when I have a post on Instagram, I write English with Ellen. So this is the name of my business. And when I'm writing to people in the newsletter, I always sign the email with Yelena. So I have no idea. I think people just, I hope hope they will figure it out at one point. But yeah, everyone understands. They understand sooner or later that it's the same person. But now, like, I could change it back to like Yelena, but I just don't want to. It's okay. Like, it's really not important. Trust me. The name of your business, the name of your brand, it's the most irrelevant thing. Everything else is important. What people have in mind when they think of English with Ellen. They don't think of the name, they think of everything else. I have students in person, but don't necessarily want to use my real name online. Yeah, I mean, it's just in my case, it was, I mean, I don't even know. Okay, so any other questions, perhaps? If there are no questions, okay, I would just like to thank you for being here and listening to all I said. Hi, Shannon.
Hey, that was fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing
Thank
everything with us.
you. Thank you.
I think this is the third year that you've shared that sort of final message.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
don't care about your blog posts. We don't, and it's so
Yeah.
powerful every
Yes, I
time.
think it is. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it. It's a really good
Yeah, I
reminder.
think it is so important. That's why I always like repeat it.
I love it.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Thanks.
Thank you for coming back, and thank
You're
you for
welcome.
sharing so much of what you do, giving us a really inside look at your Instagram journey and what's still working for you. And congrats on the website. Everybody go check out Yelena's website because it's beautiful. Actually, did you share the link in
Thanks.
the chat already? I was going to say I could do that. Had it ready to
Mm,
go.
in the chat. Okay. I'll try to do it fast.
Okay, I was going to say I can try to get there too, but I'm not sure I'm going to make it. That's fast.
Okay. Just a second. I don't know, something's weird.
That's okay.
Oh, yeah. It's English with Ellen.education. Okay, because have I sent it? No, I can. Oh my God.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
I
There
followed
it is.
you.
Yeah, I for some reason I couldn't copy. I couldn't paste.
It's okay. You didn't realize I was
Yeah,
going
in the
to do an
chat.
assignment at the end of your presentation. Okay. So Yelena, thank you again so much for joining us. I'm sure we'll be in touch soon. And
Yeah, was a
everybody
pleasure.
else, thank you for joining for this first session of the day. We have